Hey everybody, Matthew Johnson here, coming to you from the end of the Oregon Trail Rally. It's round 3 of the Rally America National Championship. We've got some open class cars have just done the Champaign spray. In an effort to bring you more coverage out there on the stage, we knew we were really pushing our luck to get back here for the open class overall Champaign celebration. We're going to stick our heads in here and get an interview with David Higgins, overall event winner, Crazy Leo, and Adam Yeoman as soon as we get an opportunity. Actually, so I just showed up. I got to figure out where everyone is.
Yeah, sure. Thanks.
Hey, did you see David recently?
Yeah.
A non-deceivers, everybody from Rally America.
Yeah, he was here.
They're back there. If you're
Oh, I see him.
Yeah, you got him?
Yeah, he's in the back doing a little bit of an interview. See if we can go grab third place. There we go. Here we go. Make a hole, please. Hey, Adam. We'll get a word with you in front of your car with some hardware on the car. All right. So coming to you from the finish of the Oregon Trail Rally, Adam Yeoman, is this your first time on the overall podium?
It is for sure at a national event. It's a pretty incredible feeling.
That's pretty cool. I smell a lot of champagne probably on you and all over the car.
Yeah.
That's a nice smell.
It is. It's hopefully the first of many times.
I'll tell you one thing not to do right now is not to leave that driver's suit in the car with the sun out. It is terrible afterwards. Tell us about how the event went for you and what your expectations were and how they ended up.
Really, I mean, we came here hoping for like a 5th place finish or better. You know, we've been trying to crack in the top 5 for a little while. And on Friday night, we just went out and pushed as hard as we could to separate us from the rest of the guys. And that went great, and then got through the rough stages yesterday and really just been playing it safe ever since. You know, had a good lead there, and when Antoine went out, you know, we got the 3rd place and just been trying to hold position there.
I think the fact that your car held together says a lot. You said this car was an open light car. It was a super production car. You've pulled it around apart down to the shell a few times to re-prep it. That takes a lot of real good knowledge knowing what's going on, how to re-prep the car to get it to hold together through a big event like this, including Fur Mountain Ketchum.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this thing's had a hard life. It's been over a lot of times before we got it, and we put it over once last year. And I'm always amazed when it comes in from an event, especially when there's Ketchum out there to go through. So
if you had some advice to give a rally driver that's not yet sitting on the overall podium about what it took to be here today, what kind of driving style, what kind of attitude does it take to make it here?
We've just been, every event, just trying to push harder and harder and find our boundaries and our limits, and it really paid off. You know, we're starting to get there. We're starting to find the pace we want to do and just get out there and push.
Good for you. Glad to see you here. Hopefully it's the first of many more.
I hope so, too.
All right. Good stuff. Okay, we're going to see if we can grab Crazy Leo when he's done posing. Let's get Crazy Leo on camera here. Look at this guy. If this guy didn't have anything else to do all day, he would just pose in front of his rally car when he wasn't all driving it around. See, watch this. This is great. We can get a shot of the hardware there on the intercooler intake, top of the hood. Oh, David, can we grab him? Thought you were still over hiding out back. From the finish of the Oregon Trail Rally, overall, we've got to get our light situation sorted out. Overall event winner, David Higgins. What were your expectations coming into the weekend?
Yeah, I go into every rally obviously hoping to win. And when we were bouncing off those trees, I thought there was no way, and we were really lucky to get out of that one.
Going away fast, right?
Yeah, I thought they were slipping away pretty quickly at that point. But, you know, I love this rally. It's the 4th time I've won it now out of 4, which is pretty good. So, and someone said to me before, like, why'd you go so well on this rally? I think it's because it's so far from home. It's important to get back on that play in a good mood. If you have a bad rally, it's a long way home when you've just had a DNF or something.
For sure. I want to ask in a second when we can hear.
We've got a lot of fun stuff going on.
You said it's the 4th time you've won it, but you haven't been back in modern times driving this Subaru for the factory team that long.
We want to make sure we get this right if we're going to hand out their trophies here.
We're going to hit pause for a second here and stand here for one second. Okay, here we go. So is it 2002 or 3? When were you here driving a Subaru? Was it for AV Sport?
Yeah, 02 was the first time I won the rally in the AV Sport. Then 03 I won it, which was a bit of a tragic year that year. That was a year when we lost Mark and Roger, which always gives me mixed emotions coming into this rally. And then obviously when I came back with Subaru last year, we won again.
While we're waiting to get those results
got it. Well, congratulations, David.
Up a souvenir, the vendors up
one more moment here. I got another question for David.
Market have told me they will remain open through the Champaign spray.
No.
So feel free to pick up a t-shirt,
and what's funny about that is we know who's in the helicopter,
yet,
but we didn't know about it beforehand, so it's good.
You can also buy those right here.
We thought you guys were in that, not in the helicopter. We thought you guys had the helicopter here.
If you can spot them, you can pick up your official trading cards for your favorite drivers. They're waving at you right now. That's where you want to go.
All right. Okay, David, lastly, how does this put the championship for 2012? Is there a chance Antoine could win a bunch of rallies and come back and catch you, or do you think you've got the points all necessary that the championship's looking like it's yours?
I think if we get one second place, then Antoine can't beat us. But obviously, anything can happen in rally. We've still got 3 rallies to go, and he's had 2 bad rallies. The same thing could happen to us. So we're in a fortunate position, but there's other people that have been picking up points ahead of Antoine as well. So we've got to keep focused. STPR is also another one of my favourite rallies, which I really enjoy. So if we can go there, have a good, solid result, then who knows what can happen. But you've got to drive every rally as it comes, and if you try and look at the bigger picture too much, it's easy to lose focus and things can go wrong.
Oh, fair enough. Anybody back in Wales you want to say hello to?
Just hello to all the family if they're still awake. I know my wife stays up and she's watching the internet, but you can go to bed now, and I'll see you on Tuesday.
Awesome. Thanks, David. Take care. All right. Yeah, I appreciate it. All right, we'll go grab Crazy Leo if he's done posing. Leo, can you slip through here? No, I don't know how our light is. I'm trying to make sure we can see people.
One last picture, quick.
Okay, go. Quick. Are we going to have light? Do I need to stand with Leo over here? Okay. All right. How will get the car in the shot?
Partner in crime here.
Oh, yeah. So, Crazy Leo, it's actually, how do we say your last name, Leo?
Urlichich.
Urlichich. Where does this last name come from?
Yugoslavia.
Yugoslavia. We call you the Crazy Russian sometimes behind your back. Is that okay?
You can call me Crazy Yugoslavian as well, I don't mind.
Where do you currently live when you're not in Canada or the U.S.?
Oh, I do live in Canada for the last 10 years, actually.
Okay, I thought you had a home in Russia somewhere.
My family is in Russia, but I have lived in Canada, in Toronto, actually, for the last 10 years.
Got it. Cool, a little bit of background about who we call Crazy Leo. Might be a self-prescribed nickname, actually, as far as I've heard. No?
Team.
Okay, the Can Jam team named him that. So I'm standing here with second place overall at the Oregon Trail Rally in 2012. It's Leo Urlichich. I'm doing my best here. It's Leo and Carl Williamson as co-driver. Guys, what were your expectations coming into the weekend, and are you happy with how it turned out?
Carl's first.
Carl?
Well, we didn't finish the 100-acre wood, so because we hit something vertical again, and so we came in. Yeah, we came into it just wanting to finish the car, not give the team too much work to do before Calgary, and I think we've succeeded.
Not a scratch on the car?
No, we've done quite well. So,
a lot of champagne on the car.
Yeah, there is now. So that was our only expectation. That's quite bad, isn't it?
For sure. In the Calgary rally, will Antoine be there? Is that the next Canadian national event?
It is. So, yeah, I mean, I've never been there before. Have you been there?
Yeah.
Yeah, Leo's been there. So, this was a new event for both of us. But, we've got a bit of knowledge going in from Leo's history there. So, fingers crossed we can get much closer to Antoine.
That sounds good. Tell me, this is your first year doing both championships. Are you doing the full Canadian as well?
Yeah, and what I gotta say, American fans should follow the Canadian events because they're also awesome.
Okay, all right, very good. Yeah, they are awesome events. There's great competition up there. We've seen quite a few Canadian drivers come across the border here in these northern U.S. events. Did you have any racing experience before you moved to Canada for university and found out about rallying?
No, I never had any racing experience before I met my team, Can Jam Motorsports, so it's all their fault.
We really enjoy it when our crazy foreigners tell us about $300 cars they've driven through rivers and stuff when they were young and in random places that we've never visited. So.
I should just say, there is CCTV footage of Crazy Leo speeding down the red square.
Oh, yeah?
Not only down, but also up and down.
Up and down. Awesome. Love to hear that. We will see you guys at STPR then, right, in Pennsylvania?
Oh, yeah, every one of them will be there.
Actually, I know you didn't finish 100-acre wood. How did you end up at Snowdrift?
How did we end up at Snowdrift?
Sorry, your points. I'm trying to imagine where you are in the overall championship. Do you know where that is right now?
No.
Not sure, because we finished up 6th because of a penalty. So we finished 3rd, but dropped to 6th. So I don't know where that leaves us.
Okay. Well, it'll be interesting to see how the championship shakes out. We'll have Adam Yeoman there as well. He's got some nice points from a podium finish here. You guys didn't finish at 100 acres, so you guys are going to have a good battle for the championship as well. It's my pleasure to interview you and see you guys out here. I love to see you having fun, and Crazy Leo is always a really nice addition to a rally.
Is this live?
It's Nearly live.
Nearly live.
It'll be up in an hour or less.
Our pleasure too.
All right.
Say hi to Chrissy.
I will do.
Nice to see you again.
Thanks, guys. All right. Well done. Well done. Okay, coming to you here from the winner's podium, the overall winner podium at Oregon Trail Rally 2012. David Higgins has won. Crazy Leo second place. Adam Yeoman third. They're all going to be happy to carry those points away from a very difficult event here halfway through the championship season. Shortly, we're going to have the super production podium. I know who those folks are, and I'm going to grab them for an interview as well when I get an opportunity. How shall we fill the meantime? Like we always do, we hang out and talk to everybody, right? All right, let's go over. How would you like to be interviewed?
Not really.
Not really? What's your name? I forgot.
Stuart.
Stuart. Oh, it's Stuart from Can-Jam Motorsports. Tell us something funny about working with Crazy Leo as a driver.
You said it, crazy. He's very dedicated. He's funny at times as well, too. But
he is. His passion really does come through, and I believe he works hard to make sure everybody has a good time. I figured there might be some pranks in the team or some kind of wild stuff Crazy Leo pulls.
You know, he's very dedicated. He's paying a lot of attention to detail. It's surprising how much he reviews a lot of the videos and what he gets from that. And then he comes back to us and says, like, I think we need to do this. I think we need to do this. I think we need to do this. And we do it. Sometimes we don't. Sometimes we tell him we do stuff, and then he's actually finding out when we're lying now. So he's getting better. He's getting better as a driver that way. Yeah. So I think it's only better stuff to come. Yeah.
I agree. I think these top guys, especially Leo, spend a lot of time reviewing footage, reviewing the stages before they ever show up to an event for a recce. Thanks for your time, Stuart. All right, Stuart from Can-Jam Motorsports there, one of the preparation specialists for Leo's car, Crazy Leo's car. Brando, can you chat with us for a sec? We're just hanging around. Super production will be up in a moment.
Yeah, okay.
So I heard that you guys were able to do a bit of testing since unfortunately for Antoine, he dropped out of the event, so I heard you guys were able to try maybe a couple things on the car. Can you tell us anything about that?
I don't even know.
You don't even know?
I don't actually know.
Okay, how about this? Tell us what your responsibilities are on David Higgins' car.
At this rally, my responsibilities, I work the rear of the car. Just keep the back in shape, keep the mud out of it, check over the brakes, stuff like that, you know, make sure everything's good. And yeah, he kept it on the road, drove a clean rally, and brought it to the end.
So you've, is the rear diff part of your realm as well?
Yeah, it is.
How long would it take you to change a rear differential if it blew to pieces and came in pieces?
Oh, we could do it in probably like 12 minutes if it was covered in mud and you couldn't see anything at all.
12 minutes. These guys, 12 minutes to pull the rear diff out of a Subaru and get it swapped with a new one. Thanks, Brando. Another staple at all the national events. Works for Vermont Sports Car based in Burlington, or actually Colchester, or one of those small towns around Burlington, Vermont. The amount of folks out here in Oregon actually from the Northeast is pretty interesting. The whole sport of rallies always had a really strong focus from folks in the northeastern United States. Maybe that's because it's where John Buffum lives. Maybe he helped start all that kind of passion up there. So we're going to have the super production cars head to the podium. David Sterckx is going to be sitting in the middle. You can see, we get a little bit of a close-up here as David Higgins' car leaves. Still sporting damage on the right side of the car, a missing door handle and some dents on the right rear quarter. David had a big surprise on Ketchum Saturday morning, day 2 of the event. He had a nice little lead after Friday night. Saturday morning came over a crest. He had a warning about some mud on the stage, but thought it was a little further down the stage. He came over a crest, pinned in 6th gear, which is well over 100 miles an hour, and the mud started much sooner than he thought. Before he knew it, he was exiting off the side of the road, running into some trees, brushing up against them. He told us he even closed his eyes and just held the throttle down, and for somebody with that much experience to close his eyes in the middle of an off he really thought he was going in and that he was done. So I'm sure he was very happy to just bounce off those trees and end up back on the stage. Okay, we can see the super production cars lining up. Where, oh where, Dave Henderson, he'll probably end up on the right side or our right side. That means he's 2nd place. No, I'm wrong, our left side. He'll be in 2nd place. Hey, Chris, how was your day? Come talk to us real quick. This is Chris from PIA, one of the guys that helped me out back in 2005 and 2006. Tell us any new lighting products coming out, any new HID technology you can tell us about?
LED is the big technology we've got going right now. With what P is doing different with the LED technology is instead of having the LEDs forward facing like a lot of people are doing in the typical light bar type, we're aiming the LEDs back at the reflector in the lamp, so we can use the reflector to control the beam pattern, and we get a real driving beam pattern or a true fog light pattern instead of the more floodlight oriented pattern that a lot of the
Whoa, that's super interesting information, because we do see those, and if you're paying attention to off-road racing, in the desert racing, it's really making a big establish there. You see these huge light bars on top of cars, and they are LEDs faced directly outward. So the fact that you're using the reflector means you can create a pattern and create a beam like the old halogen lights.
Absolutely. Get the technology, get the benefits of LED, the color, the efficiency, the durability, the low running temperature, with the beam control of a traditional halogen light.
That's really cool technology. I'll definitely be paying attention. Awesome. All right. Nice to talk to you, Chris. Cool. Take care. I always love to hear what's happening new in the industry, the aftermarket industry, racing industry. Again, it's a place where racing gives different aftermarket companies an opportunity to experiment with technologies. In fact, in addition to that, I bet if we asked him something about laser, he could tell us something about that as well. I know some new BMWs are coming with laser headlights, literally laser beams from the headlights. So let's head up here, see if we could cover this super production podium. Do you want to get in a spot where you could just get the shot of these guys as they spray some champagne?
As you can see, we're being extra careful with any of those carbon fiber hoods.
Aluminum hoods.
You're not allowed to have carbon fiber.
Not in super production, no.
That's kind of a silly comment.
Either way.
This is a spare car.
Nice. I've said this a bunch of different times. It's just a fantastic area.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your super production podium in third place from Leadville, California, Chris and Lori O'Driscoll. In second place, Hood River, Oregon's own Dave Henderson and Terrence McNelly. And in third place, Karen Janikowski co-driving, David Sterckx driving. Go ahead and shake that champagne, guys. All right, now we're going to ask them when they're ready to be done partying and taking pictures to get down off their cars and receive their trophies from Chairman Matt Tabor.
Very cool. We'll squeak up here and get some interviews as soon as the photographers are.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask you to make sure you stand back so we can still let the professional photographers take their photos. That would be appreciated.
Get a couple quick shots and we'll get in there and get some interviews.
And your third place in super production at the Oregon Trail Rally for 2012. Again, hailing from Leadville, Colorado, Chris O'Driscoll and Lori O'Driscoll in a 2007 Subaru WRX. And in second place in super production, Hood River, Oregon's very own Dave Henderson, Terrence McDowell, piloted to the finish in a 2004 Subaru Impreza.
Nice. Matt Tabor there, chairman of the event, posing with some fans. These are some fancy-looking trophies.
Super production winners by less than 30 seconds in the car's 14 Alpha Star French Kiss Apparel Subaru STI. This is David Sterckx and Karen Jankowski. All right, super production winners, if you could gather together in front of your cars with your trophies for a wonderful photo op, that'd be great.
There's the
Let's
shot.
hear it again for this hotly contested class. Again, the super production winners of the 2012 Oregon Trail Rally.
Okay, as soon as we get some more photos out of the way here. Nice. We'll get up there, get some interviews with the super production vehicles, drivers, before the two-wheel drive podium shows up. All right, let's get in there.
Good job to you guys, man. Nice job. Good job.
Guys, don't go far. We want to come interview you in a second, okay?
Appreciate it. It was fun running against you.
Yeah, bro.
Woo!
We'll see you in Idaho.
Good job.
We will. Good
Nice
job
job.
to you, too.
David, can we get you kind of out here?
Sorry, I worked.
You hit me in the face. I fell.
But it's kind of. Don't you need to be with light on us? I'll worry about my job. All right, David, look at the camera with me. Tell us about it. What did you expect for the weekend in super production? You know you had Lachlan O'Sullivan to deal with. That was going to be a lot of work. Kind of lucky for you, some mechanical gremlins kind of took him out. So what were your expectations?
So yeah, my expectation was to try to fight with him, and especially after the last race, to win today it's amazing, because after all what happened the last race, we came here, and you lose a little bit your confidence. So it's really good.
The last race was 100 Acre Wood. What about the race before that? How was your confidence there?
The snowdrift was good. It was my first time on snow, and we finished third, so it was good. But yeah, I'm very happy today.
Yeah, he is very happy. Look at that smile. That's awesome. We're happy for you. We'll see if we can get Karen really quick as well. Well done.
Thank you.
Good job. These guys are a new team this year. Karen and David haven't spent much time together before. Karen, what can you tell us about the event?
I think it was pretty much amazing. You know, after the gremlins that we had in the car at 100 Acre Wood, it was difficult. So coming into here, we knew as soon as Lachlan went out that we really had no choice. We had to win to stay in the points battle. And David drove amazing. The car was absolutely terrific. And except for one flat, we had pretty much a perfect weekend. So
where did you stop and change the flat? On stage or off?
It was actually yesterday. And we saw it on the regrouping, which is the worst possible feeling, because unfortunately, you've got a flat, you see it going down, and you have to wait in the regroup. So we barely made it to the stage, but we didn't get any penalties, so that was great. And yeah, it was a really, really good weekend overall.
Cool. I could tell that David was not having to work hard with the car. He came by us on the last stage of the rally, and I saw one movement of the steering wheel mid-corner, and that was it. The steering wheel was steady, and he was on the gas, and you guys were just cruising.
Yeah, well, it didn't feel like we're just cruising, but...
Well, that's what I mean. You were cruising quickly, not like taking a nap, but like moving out, and the car was really working for him. He wasn't appearing to have to work very hard to make it go fast.
Yeah, and it was an amazing battle with Dave Henderson. You know, we knew going into that last service that... we pretty much didn't have much of a gap at all. And then he kept putting a little time on us and a little time on us. So going in the last stage, we knew we had maybe 18-second gap, and that was it. So no room for error, just flat out. So it was great.
No time to drive on a flat or anything.
No.
So David seems fairly quiet.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know if does he tell you if he's frustrated? Or like, what does he do? How do you figure out, like, oh, all right, I need to be real extra sweet to him, or I need to nudge him along to get him to wake up and go faster, or like, how does that interaction go? Because I know you guys are a new team this year.
Yeah, well, not quite too new. We did 3 events last year. This is our 6th event altogether. So
I lied again, not on purpose.
That's okay. After 6 events, you start to really get it. You get that flow going. I can tell when he's pushing maybe a little too hard, or needs to get pushed a little bit. So I think the team dynamics from early on, they were really good, and now we've really got a good flow going, and we've got the car behind us now. So we're really excited going into STPR to battle Lachlan and Hansen. So I think it'll be really good.
It's going to be an excellent battle. There's great battles all through the field. We look forward to seeing you at STPR. Yeah. Excellent work.
Thanks, Matthew.
Good job. You got it. Let's see where Dave went. He's the tall one. There he is. Look how wet he is. Oh, were you?
Oh, Champaign, sticky.
Did you hear what he just said? What were you doing?
I was dunking my head in the river. Started getting all sticky from the champagne. Never done that before.
Champagne is really sticky. Don't put that suit in the car. Go wash it sooner than later.
All right, good advice.
So Dave, you put on the charge today. You cranked up the boost for a little bit extra power.
Yeah.
Did the last couple stages go as you expected?
Yeah. I mean, we knew we had a tough battle, and we tried real hard. And we took the last stage. We were like, we're not going to make up 30 seconds. So we just kind of settled in for the last stage just to bring it home. And at our biggest moment was on that last stage. So. Whenever you're relaxing, right? You relax.
Exactly. As soon as you think, oh, okay, it's less serious now.
Cruise it home. Boom. Yeah. So.
You hit the bank then?
Yeah, we just committed to a turn, a right 3 a little bit early, and I got on the gas, and it just hooked up and caught that right front and kind of went up and then way out and brought it back, and so.
I noticed on that last stage there was some hard pack where you could be, and then it would go to like a couple inches of sand. And it looked like if you could commit at a certain speed if you could stay on the hard pack and get off it. And then
if you missed that stuff, it was just ball bearings. You just went off to the outside and your back end starts going and you try to search back onto that hard pack. So it was good. Beautiful stage, beautiful roads,
So your concern about the back end, rear end of the car vibrating and making noise or whatever has gone away? Did the noise completely go away or it just held together?
You know rally cars, right? Like, what's that noise? What's that noise? Oh, it's gone. And
it's so frustrating.
Went away and literally came back about a mile from pulling into Doofer. All of a sudden it's like clunk, clunk, clunk. I'm like, oh, there it is again. So it held off for exactly how long it needed to hold off.
Awesome.
So.
We enjoyed watching the battle. We enjoyed watching you make the push and keep David on his toes to the very end. Well done.
Thank you.
Are we going to see you at any more national events this year?
We'll be at Olympus for sure.
Okay.
And then, hopefully we'll find some funding to go maybe to some more nationals next year.
Excellent. We look forward to seeing you there.
All right.
Well done.
All right.
Good job, Dave. All right. We're going to squeak on over here and try to catch Chris. Chris.
Not happening.
Let's, you want to head over there? Always try to make sure we've got light on our subject here.
Light
Chris O'Driscoll. Chris, what did you expect at the beginning of the weekend, and did it go as you had planned?
Yeah, I expected to finish. After the last couple races, we've had a couple hard ones, so I just wanted to finish with, some good speed, and we did that.
When you say a couple hard ones, were they crashes or mechanical DNFs or what?
We didn't DNF. Snowdrift was just brutal with the ice, and we lost 3rd and 5th gear. So we finished with the transmission like that. It was just violence for your brain. And 100 Acre, we were going really good, and we got caught out in the dust and drove it into the trees, and that was that. And we DNF from that. So.
Are you going to be at the other national championship events this year? Going to keep running them all?
I'm doing my best to run them all for sure. A little help. We are going to STPR for sure.
Good deal. Do you have any plans for improving the car before then?
We do.
Are they significant? Do you want to tell us about them?
No, there's nothing significant. It'll probably be similar, just rebuild the drive shaft and rebuild everything that's beat up, suspension.
Yeah, Oregon will take its toll on some car equipment, that's for sure. Chris, well done. We really enjoyed watching you this weekend. We'll look forward to seeing you in Pennsylvania.
For sure.
All right. Okay, we're going to be moving along here. The two-wheel drive cars are going to be headed straight up to the podium in a moment. Let's squeak around here to the side, see who else I might grab and talk to. Robert, can you talk to us? Mm-hmm. Awesome. You don't have to be any prettier than normal.
Oh, okay. That'll
Let's
help.
put you up so we can see your face.
Okay.
This is Robert Mahoney, everybody, another guy behind the scenes. Are you on the original committee that starts meeting several months before this event each year?
Yes. We start meeting right at the start of the year. A lot of people. We've got about 20 core people that help put on the event. And it's weekly meetings right from the start of the year. It's a lot of work. Overall, we have over 400 volunteers just to put on this weekend. So it takes a lot of work to put it all together, and we're very happy again with this year.
Do you have rally experience in the car that led you here, or did you find out about it and want to contribute in this way?
Well, my rally experience started out when I was less than a year old. I've got a picture of myself back. I'm originally from Ireland.
We couldn't tell.
You couldn't tell. And I've got a picture my mom has kept for me that is me sitting on a rally car, and I'm less than 9 months old. Wow. So Ireland has had a great relationship with rallying across the years. It is. We've got these little roads. We've got these little roads, and it's so easy to close them and have events. When I came here to the U.S., I was delighted to see there was a rallying community here in the Northwest. Did some co-driving here in some events, and then then I've just been focusing the last 10 years and more the organizing side of things.
We appreciate your time, Robert. If you come to the Oregon Trail Rally, you run into the press officer, Robert Mahoney. Thanks for your time. You got it. All right. Yeah. See Will Orders putting his car right there in the middle where he wanted it to land. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to get any sunburn right now. I think I've got enough of a layer of dust. Pardon me, I'll get out of the way. Thick enough layer of dust on me to act as sunscreen. How you doing? Fast Eddie making it happen, 3rd place.
We are now lining up the two-wheel drive winners for your 2012 Oregon Trail Rally. Powered by Dick Hanna Subaru, sponsored by Trackside Motorsports, Scion XT Racing, and Nameless Performance. Oregon Trail Rally is the 3rd of 6 events in the Rally American National Championship. And the Rally American National Championship is proudly sponsored by VP Racing Fuel, the official fuel of Rally America, by Park and Blend, by Ford Racing, by Subaru of America, Excetti Racing Clutches, Hot Performance Brakes, Recaro, E-Mac Tires, and Grimsby.
I'm still here. I'll be hanging out on the mic. We're going to let the official announcement get done here and cover that. See our guys walking on the hoods of their cars. To be a bunch of precision drivers, it's really funny how long it takes us to get cars lined up to be a podium.
It's amazing. Will Orders comes out of nowhere.
He didn't come out of nowhere. Will Orders didn't come out of nowhere in the rest of the community of rallying down in Australia, but I totally agree with you. It's so cool to have him here.
Yeah.
I think it's fantastic. It helps show off what potential there is in the two-wheel drive world.
Absolutely, it's 4th and 5th overall.
This is fantastic. We've got 3 different manufacturer cars here, all very aggressive, very good, well-built, highly competitive cars.
Two-wheel drive just got a little sexy.
Oh.
I can get you back in an RX-8.
All right, two-wheel drive winners, please grow up on top of your cars and we'll give you some champagne to celebrate. I know this is a delicate task for some of you.
Are you losing my mic? Here at the Oregon Trail Rally, covering the two-wheel drive podium at the end of round 3 of Rally America Championship.
In 3rd place, Fast Eddie McNelly and Ole Holzer. In 2nd place, Andrew ACP, Comrie-Picard, and Jamie the Worm Wimpy.
I don't want to wear that.
All the way from Australia, Will Orders and Tony Fever. Let's see that champagne fly, guys.
And the wind just started blowing, and so everyone's getting coated in the champagne over here. Good job, guys.
After you complete your photo ops, go ahead and remove yourself from your vehicle. You can stand in front of it, and we're going to present you with your official National Two-Wheel Drive trophies for the Oregon Trail Rally. All right. Again, Matt Tabor, our chairman for the Oregon Trail Rally, to present the trophies. In 3rd place, driving the 2011 Ford Fiesta.
Still hanging out here, handing out the trophies. Two-wheel drive podium, Oregon Trail Rally.
As a special note, Eddie and Ole are actually 8th overall, beating our 3rd place super production class. And in 2nd place in two-wheel drive, we have Andrew Comrie-Picard and Jeremy the Worm Wimpy in a 2011 Scion XT. In 5th overall, beating all of our super production podiums.
Wow. That is a serious achievement. 2 two-wheel drive cars outran the super production cars. Super production cars are all-wheel drive with turbos, with a lot of power, a lot of speed, big fancy brakes, good gearboxes.
In the US, Will Orders and Tony Fever in a 1989 Nissan Silvia Team Summit Rally.
Fourth overall in a two-wheel drive car at a national event. We have not seen that for a while. So we're going to get a couple more photos out of the way, and we'll rip up there and get some interviews with our winners.
All right, team, if you can gather in front of your cars with your trophies for a photo op. And as soon as we're done with our photo ops with our two-wheel drive cars, we have a special presentation for the Trails and Regional event, which took place today. We'd like to congratulate the overall winners of that event, so please stick around and celebrate with us. After the celebration, don't forget to pick up your official souvenir. We have several official Rally America as well as official team wear available at the vendors just up next to Trailers Market.
That is one proud rally team. They came here all the way from Australia and have made a significant impact on the American rally world. Bloody Canadians. Okay, we'll get the Scion crew in. I'm going to swoop right in and get an interview with Will here any moment. How'd you like it here?
Yeah, awesome.
Good deal. I'm going to come find you in a little bit. Natalie Richard.
Oh,
I don't think we got the audio from that. How much of the rally did you guys run today, by the way?
We did the first 2 stages before service and then the first one after. So the last 2 we didn't get to.
Just enough to test the car to make sure it's ready for the next Canadian event?
Yeah, and it wasn't 100%. We didn't, we got another event in 2 weeks. The guys think they have it all sorted out now, but there was no point in, we couldn't flat shift, and so we just said, hey.
There you go.
That's enough.
Get some testing. Time to go home and work it out.
Yeah, but we made the spectator points. Hopefully we gave them a good show.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll see you at STPR. We look forward to it.
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. Well, let's get a word with you. Pardon me. I want to stand. Now I'm touching you.
Now he's touching me.
I am touching him now. We talked about this earlier. I feel more comfortable touching guys bigger than me.
The audience will be right back in a couple minutes.
We'll be right back in a couple minutes with an interview from Will Orders. We're back. Here we are at the Oregon Trail Rally 2012. It's Rally America's National Championship event, number 3 in a 6-round championship. We've had some surprise entries from Australia for this event. Will Orders and Ross, Ross Allen. I'm getting to know these guys still. Will has come and really impressed us today. His car sits in the middle of the 3 on the two-wheel drive podium. Will, what were your expectations coming here? What kind of studying did you do about the level of competition here, and how did it turn out?
We did. We definitely did our research, and we knew the guys were going to be quick. We really didn't know what to expect. We went into the stages blind sort of thing, and then come out at the end on top. So couldn't be happier.
I'll say, like I said, we're stoked to have you here. Our two-wheel drive championship just got a lot more interesting. Is there anything you could say back to your other Australian teams about what it's like to compete here?
Yeah, look, it's fantastic. It's rallying, and it's very similar to what we have at home, and the championship's really strong here. It's world class.
Anything else you could say about what it is to be a rally driver? Like, I don't know you that terribly well, but I know what it took to get here. I've got at least an idea what it took to get here. And that kind of makes a really interesting dynamic in our community of rallying around the whole world, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, 100%. Look, we're a team of only 5 people, and we've done this whole thing with 5 people, and we've had 4 hours sleep in 2 nights, and we've worked really hard, so it makes it even better for us now to take home the hardware. So
have you done the math and figured out, is it possible that you could win the two-wheel drive championship?
No, well, we'd have to go.
I remember. I'll correct myself. We're not going to Olympus, are you?
No, that's right. So unlikely for us, but still win's a win. So we're always happy.
Cool. Well, you're welcome to come and see us at STPR. We look forward to it. Congratulations.
Thanks again.
Good job, Will. All right, we're gonna move along. Grab ACP if we can. Here he is. Can we get you for a sec?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, standing here with Andrew Comrie-Picard. This is why I call him ACP.
It's okay, car's in the background. Oh, yeah, it's in the sun now.
Andrew Comrie-Picard, second place in two-wheel drive at the Oregon Trail Rally. This is a pretty good points haul, though, right? For having no Chris Duplessis here this weekend?
Yeah, it's too bad Chris wasn't here. We would have liked to have fought with him. But, yeah, we'll take the points for sure. I think now that our car is faster, we've got so much more sorted out, I think we could take Chris down on this event anyway. And I'm looking forward to having him back so that we can. It's a pleasure to have Will here from Australia. He obviously not only is the car fast, but he canes it. He's really fast through the places where that car shouldn't be fast. So he got it honestly. But for us to finish 4th and 5th overall in a national is ridiculous. So we were going fast, and I can tell you on the last stage, we had some brake problems all day today. You saw some of the stuff that we did. And
yeah, but what about the last stage? Because I thought you were moving pretty fast on the last stage into a place to have to be on the brakes.
Yeah, no, we still had brake problems. What I had to nurse it, I had to not be on it all the time. So there were some corners where normally I'd want to brake where I was like, oh God, but I had to give it a little less throttle. We did improve the brakes at the last service. We still had them go off on the stage that has the end that's like Colorado. I forget the name of it. But the very last stage was not too bad on brakes. It was high speed, and there weren't too many tight corners, only a few. So we were able on the last stage to really make up time. And we knew going into the last stage that we were 7.5 seconds behind David Sterckx from Belgium and Karen Jankowski. And we thought, well, if ever we're going to do it, we're going to do it here. So I think we took it by 9 seconds. So we got 5th place by 1 second or something. It's, and the thing is, like, it's more fun to fight, right? So, like, we had the bit between our teeth, and Jeremy was like, oh, I'm so glad we're going to be able to get these guys. Like, yeah, we're going to get these guys.
Even if it's not in your class battle, you still want the overall credibility for doing well in the sport.
Yeah.
So speaking of the sport, there's people at home watching that are new to rallying. They're looking at you, and they're like, I want to be like ACP. What could you give? What kind of advice could you give somebody that's not yet involved in the sport, like a first move they can make to come check it out, come see some Rally America events and meet some people?
Yeah, well, the first thing to do is do all the research you can on the internet. So you go to rally-america.com and specialstage.com, good places to start, message board and classifieds and stuff. Come out, volunteer at a rally. It's a great way to learn, right? Like, do all the controls and time things, meet all the people, see what's competitive, see what's fun, see what's a challenge. And then after you've done some volunteering, maybe you want to jump in and do a rally school. Maybe you go to Dirtfish in Seattle or Team O'Neill in New Hampshire. And then maybe you start thinking about putting a car together. And the best advice I can give for somebody who wants to get into rallying is probably not build a car yourself, even though you have maybe you got a Datsun 260Z in your garage or something. Just don't do it. Just keep that car or sell that car and buy like a VW Golf or something that's already been built for a few $1,000. Go out and then don't try to win your first rally. Go out and just get experience, and then you can start to decide what direction you want to go to amp it up. That's more or less what I did. I bought an old Russian Lada. I saw it. I wanted to do it. And I bought an old car that was well developed, had all the team parts, then got better and better. I got better and better cars. I eventually got Evos, and I got better Evos, and I started winning, and I started getting sponsors, and now I've got a great factory sponsor and a great team. So it's piece by piece. You know what this is like, piece by piece by piece by piece.
Another way to say what he's saying is that it takes far more patience than our current world of instant gratification can actually supply you. You can hear all the steps involved and be able to get where ACP is now. How many years have you been rallying?
This must be 10 or 12 now, 12 years. Yeah, and I've been racing since I was a kid. So yeah, but it's like, the biggest mistake is to buy a really expensive car, put all your budget in a car, and not budget for running it. Because the capital cost of the car, frankly, is about 10% of your full budget. Really.
There we go. That's good advice. Thank you, ACP.
Yeah,
well done. We really enjoyed watching you rip around and go as fast as you could in the Scion XD here. We'll see you next at STPR.
Yeah, looking
we're going to add, we're going to go plus a Chris Duplessis and plus a Dylan Van Way with axles that don't break every corner or whatever issue they were having. So I'm looking forward to the two-wheel drive battle at STPR.
Yeah. And we will be ready for it. It'll be awesome.
Sounds good. We'll see you there.
Take care, guys.
All right, man. Okay. We'll slip over here and get Fast Eddie on the horn. Fast Eddie. Trying to stand where we can get some light on your face. People can see what you look like.
Yeah.
Come find you down in shopping malls and such and get autographs.
There we go. Yeah.
It's Ed McNelly. It is McNeely. Pardon me. Yeah, McNelly.
Yeah.
Tell us about how two-wheel drive went for you. And I know it's your first season doing a full national season or a full national schedule. What did you think of Fir Mountain and Ketchum yesterday morning?
You know, at Fir Mountain and Ketchum, it's a lot like Maine. So, you know, I've done Maine a couple times already. So, you know, and Ole kept saying, well, this is where we got to actually make our time up. So, you know, we went out and pushed real hard on both stages, did real well. You know, gave us a little buffer to finish out the day.
You know, that's a really good point. I was thinking about those stages being a struggle. That's actually where this car would excel. Yeah. The Ford Fiesta R2 package has a really nice suspension, a strong suspension package. It's a fairly narrow car and has really good gear ratios for ripping around tight corners.
Yeah.
What were your expectations coming here this weekend, and what did you want to do for yourself in two-wheel drive?
Well, after 100 Acre Wood, it was like to finish basically and see if I still had my legs that I could actually drive. So basically, you know, I came out here and Friday was a good learn. You know, I was like, okay, I didn't lose it too bad. And then we went in Saturday and we really pushed really hard and the car survived and we had a little buffer. And so we just said, well, we'll just run what we can run today and hopefully we'll end out on top.
Cool. For anybody that missed 100 Acre Wood, Ed went off big in this car. He came off wide, way too fast for a corner. Hit the bank, rolled, pirouetted around, and landed on the wheels. Yep. But this car finished 100 Acre Wood with a big dent in the right rear. Yep. So you had a lot of work to do to get here.
Yeah, we had a lot of work, a lot of late hours, you know, and just to be here is pretty cool. So
good for you. It's great to see you out there on the stages. We look forward to STPR, where there's going to be a great battle. We're going to have Dylan Van Wey and Chris Duplessis in Ford Fiestas as well.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Obviously, ACP is constantly tuning that Scion.
Yeah. You know, we'll do what we can do. Right, I think the Ford Fiesta can come out on top. It's nice to see a podium finish for all three cars. So we'll see what happens.
For sure. Nice to talk to you. Thanks for your time. All right, let's cruise on over here.
Remember, fans, this is a special celebration for the regional that was run today, so we can celebrate the overall winners of that event.
I'm still getting an idea of what our plan is here. Are we going to cover the regional podium? The regional awards are done at the place that we go eat after this, which I can't remember the name of it. Let's just go cruise down and get some. Yeah. Good deal. Nice to meet you. Okay. We make new friends all the time at rallies. Sometimes they're videographers, photographers, and all of the sort. It looks like we are going to do some regional rally awards.
A lot of people will assume so. They are doing them here.
They are doing regional rally awards here? Great. You're looking at the 2010 National Rally America Champion winning car of Rick Song. It was piloted at the time by Antoine Lestage. Looks like I've got Mr. Mason Moyle. I really apologize, Bill. I keep walking to the wrong place. Mason, over here. I'm trying to get some light on your pretty face so some people can come get an autograph from you in the grocery store or wherever they hunt you down. Tell us about your weekend.
It was a good weekend. You know, we got a lot of good seat time. We had an unfortunate event yesterday, which we weren't too excited about. But, you know, it's the first time I've ever been to Dufur. It's the first time we've ever got out here, so it was good to finally somehow finish the event.
What did you learn yesterday? So Mason went off the road unexpectedly, 6 at Titan to 3. Was that it, or was it a right 6, left 3? What?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
How did it happen?
We went into the left 6, or the right 6, downshifted for the left 3, and we got inside on the left 3, and it just sucked us in.
All right, you got a wheel like a little bit too deep off the edge of the road and just got pulled off the road.
Exactly.
Gotcha. How were your stage times looking today? Were you constantly comparing your stage times to the other SP cars?
I haven't seen any times, but I heard that they were like a second off of Higgins or Sterckx, so we were excited.
Okay. So that puts you in a really good place to show up to STPR and compete for Podium for SP.
Yeah, and that's the goal.
Are you doing any other regional events between now and STPR?
No.
How old are you?
19.
Where do you go to school?
Northern Michigan University.
Where do you live?
Marquette, Michigan.
There you go, Mason Moyle. New personality. He's been driving for a couple years now, but he's really developing as a driver. He's going to be somebody to definitely keep your eyes on. Cool, Mason.
Is he coming?
Yeah. You're welcome. Rick, let's chat with you. Rick Song, everyone. How are you today?
Very good.
How did you... I see your car sitting in the middle of 3 cars for the regional rally, so that's good news.
That's good news.
How did it go for you?
It was scary for this afternoon, but yeah, we managed to pull it through. Yep, we still have 1 car and 4 wheels. It's all good.
When you say scary, were there ghosts out there saying boo? Like what's scary?
We tried our best to push forward on SS14, the one we did yesterday. We shaved off 15 seconds.
15 seconds?
15 seconds compared to what we did, the best we did yesterday.
Sure.
We had 3 official moments and a couple more unofficial moments. It was scary, and yeah, we were lucky, just lucky to get it back.
We'd have this similar conversation that Rick's talking about right now. It's like, well, what, between my co-driver and I, which was Jeremy Wimpy at the time, we'd discuss what we thought about our performance on the stage. We'd say, well, we went that speed, and how reliable was that? Can we go that speed all the time? Or, how many moments are we going to have, right?
Right.
So it's like the debrief. Are we willing to have some big moments, or are we trying to be easy?
I guess yeah, when you go too far, when moments start to come up. Yeah.
For sure. What are your plans for STPR? Will you be there?
Yes, I'll be there.
Great. STPR is in Susquehanna. Oh, sorry, it's in Wellsboro, Pennsylvania. It took me a minute to recall that. It's a tighter area. It's going to have some trees closer to the edges of the road. Have you been there and driven the event before or seen those stage roads?
No, I haven't. But I'm quite used to tight areas, so I guess I can manage.
Okay, sounds good. We'll let you get busy here accepting some champagne and your awards. So well done.
Thank you.
Got it. Nice to see you here.
Thank you.
Okay, Rick. Nice. See if we can slip over here. Grab Carl Decker real quick. Carl, have a word with us.
Okay.
Nice. Carl, how'd your weekend go?
Fantastic.
Did you win today?
I
mean, I know the answer. Tell us about how. Where are you in position?
We didn't win the regional today. We got second. But looking at all 3 days as a unit, like the national guys run, we won that overall for the region.
For the region.
So we were 4th overall among the national guys, which is the highest I've ever placed.
Okay.
So I'm pretty
That's
excited.
An achievement.
Yeah.
I was telling some
As I said, we're going to celebrate
the
the
older
winners of
GC8
today's
chassis
regional
here.
event
Is it full
at
STI
Trails
underpinnings
and
now?
Yeah, but it's all 06 STI stuff. Pretty stock, other than not being for this car. It's just 06 STI stuff.
Cool. We'll catch up with you again in a minute. You got some work to do. Thanks, Carl. I hear some things cracking there with a Martin Brady climbing up on the car and the car doing a bit of flexing around.
You can tell there's a carbon fiber and composite hood here. Carl told us earlier that hood weighs less than 8 pounds. All right, guys, I'd like to present for you your Trails End overall podium. In 3rd place in a 2004 Subaru Impreza Super Production car, Dave Henderson, Terrence McDowell from Hood River, Oregon. In 2nd place in a 1993 Subaru Impreza, somewhere over here said they were supernatural. This is Carl Decker and Mike Rossi. And in 1st place in a 2009 Mitsubishi Evo 10, this is King Wu Song, otherwise known as Rick and Martin Brady. Your Trails End Regional Rally Champions. Let it fly, guys.
Folks giving Martin Brady a hard time about climbing up on the car.
Once again, on behalf of the organizers, I'd like to thank you for coming out to the 2012 Oregon Trail Rally, powered by Dick Hanna Subaru, also proudly sponsored by Trackside Motorsports, Scion XT Racing, and Nameless Performance. As you know, the Oregon Trail Rally is the third of 6 events in the Rally America National Championship. This National Championship is sponsored by VP Racing Fuel, the official fuel of Rally America, by Park and Blend, Ford Racing, Subaru of America, Excetti Racing Clutches.
100 acre wood, and now it's like a helicopter. I mean, this is great.
What's your name?
Mike Shaw.
Mike Shaw. How long have you been in rallying?
I've just been actually observing it just the last couple of 3 years.
And you think the coverage we're bringing out there is cool?
Oh, I think it's amazing what you guys are doing.
I like to hear these things. If you have something to share like that, put it on the Rally America Facebook page. Let me know. Be in touch with us.
Right, and I try and communicate over Twitter. I'm Oregon Wings.
Oh, you're Oregon Wings.
Yes,
actually, I do know who he is.
Yeah, I think, like I said, the coverage you guys are doing is top notch. It's instructional for people that don't understand it, and you're really bringing, you know, the stage times and what's going on, the technical aspects, making it just a great event. And you guys really deserve a TV spot. It's great stuff. It really is.
Cool. We appreciate the attention. We appreciate you following along and helping to grow the sport. We're all very passionate about this sport, and it takes people at all levels, the competitors, the fans, the media, everybody's got to work together to see the sport be able to grow and be successful in the U.S.
I've been trying to get the word out myself. You know, any of my friends that are interested in any kind of racing or whatever. I got a friend that is interested in NASCAR, and I was like, no, you got to watch this feed. It's live this weekend. You know, it's pushing it to him, and he's even watching it. So, no, it's really good stuff, and yeah, just keep it going, and I just hope it grows more and more. They keep saying that, you know, out here that they keep seeing more and more people come, and you know, I'm an Oregonian and for life, and you know, been here since I was born here, and it's just, you know, great to see it just keep growing and growing, get bigger and bigger, and I don't know, maybe someday I can get involved in it. You know, this is my 3rd year spectating. Next year I want to volunteer, and who knows where it goes from there.
Cool. We hope to see you in a car one day. All right. Thanks for saying hello. Nice. See if we can finish up an interview with Carl, or what do you think? It is time for us to get moving. I thought it would be.
Just been informed by the chairman that your cars have been released from Park Fairway, and you are free to take them away.
Carl, one more minute with you?
Sure. You want to get away from the speakers a little bit?
She's usually has a little bit of a break here.
Okay.
Yeah, I know it's tough competing for audio airwaves here. Tell us, are you going to be at the other national events?
No.
Clearly, no.
This is the closest event to my home, so I'm really busy with mountain bike racing. That's my 9 to 5. And I got a bunch of free time in May, and then I'm going to be riding bikes for the next 4 months straight, like every weekend, racing enduros and Super Ds and cross-country races.
Cool. I follow it. I follow Giant. I always look for you and Adam Craig's names and want to keep up with how you're doing, so that's cool. What's the easiest way to do that? Follow Giant, or do you have a Twitter account or something?
Yeah, I mean, I'm on Twitter under Decorator. Am I on Decorator? Decker, and then ATOR on Twitter.
The Decorator.
Yeah.
But not.
But spelled wrong.
Decorator.
It all started when I was looking for a Hotmail address, and like Carl Decker was taken. So okay. Decker, Ator? Anyway, yeah, on Twitter, and then Giant has like a team page and stuff. You go Giant Bicycles.
Cool. Super cool guy. Really interesting. Quite a hot shot on a mountain bike, and not bad in a rally car. Carl Decker. This weekend had Mike Rossi substituting for his normal co-driver, Adam Craig, also a Giant athlete.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Nice to see you. Good luck to you.
Pleasure.
All right. Bend, Oregon, right?
Yep.
He's from Bend, Oregon. Mike.
Hey, Matt.
Get you in the light as well. Tell us about what it was like riding with Carl. It's your first event together, right?
No, it was our second event, actually.
Man, I'm lying again.
We did 100 Acre Woods 2 years ago, and it was a lot of fun. I think we get along real well in the car, and this weekend was an awesome event for us. We were clean the whole race, and we had a lot of fun. And we we went as fast as that car could go.
I'd just like to point out, rallying it pays off the drivers. The amount of work it takes to get here is significant. The payoff comes in a lot of forms. There's not going to be gold waiting at the end of the rainbow here necessarily today, but the satisfaction of going as fast as you knew the car could go, having fun with your friends, and having some, is that non-alcoholic champagne?
Right, I got to drive.
Yeah, non-alcoholic champagne at the end. It's all a nice payoff, and these guys clearly just enjoy the whole process. Nice to see you, Mike.
You too, man.
You going to do any more events this year?
We'll see.
All right.
Good to see you.
Take care.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, should we wrap it? Great. This is Matthew Johnson wrapping up for the 2012 Oregon Trail Rally. This rally has been round 3 of the National Rally America Championship. It's been a very exciting one. It looks like it might have determined who the likely eventual overall champion of this season is going to be, but it has also really ignited a good battle in two-wheel drive. Travis Hansen was not here in super production, so we got an opportunity for some super production teams to kind of catch up to him in some points. We're going to go to STPR with a great battle for overall win in the championship for two-wheel drive and for super production. Thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate the support. Signing off, here's Matthew Johnson. Thank you.